Yo, what is up, my guys? It's Lusky here, and as you can see, I got a brand new camera, I got a brand new PC, I got a backlight, I got a lot of stuff, and I don't need to go over it all. But with all this new gear, I am now able to confidently create my first ever series. And this series will go over how to do the trials on console, and we're going to be starting at Port Reeker, but a couple things to go over first. First off, this is going to be the only intro into these trials. Second off, these trial tutorials are not going to differ much from PC. The main difference is going to be I'm going to be showing you some small, minor little tips and tricks that helped me get through the 3-starring of every trial. And most people, they don't really mention them. They kind of tend to skip over some of the finer details, like, oh, don't jump off this ladder. And the main difference between the PC versions and this console version is going to be the aiming sensitivity for the sniping trials. So if you want to go and just immediately check those out, you can find a playlist attached below in the description. So check that out, go to the sniping one, see which sensitivities I'm talking about. But without further ado, let's get into one of the easiest trials here at Port Reeker. Alright guys, so first thing you want to do is you're more than likely going to have to completely restart your first trial if you notice some serious frame rate drops and stuttering. It's a very common issue on console, so just immediately restart and it'll correct itself. First things first, I like to turn around, immediately take 2 shots at these grunts. I tend to only take 2, continue on, go ahead and shoot this one up here, and just keep on running. Now you don't have to go super fast through these things, don't feel too pressured even though there is a time limit. You can still, it's a fairly forgiving time limit. Just keep in mind the clock, use your decoys accordingly, take your time, don't feel too rushed. Don't let that time pressure get to you, that's the main thing about this one. You don't have to land every shot. As you can see, I'm not landing all of them. I always like to watch out for these particular bear traps. They tend to be the most, the ones you might miss most often. Especially right here, I like to go and just look over, see where this dude is, try and distract him away. You get a pretty long period of time in between those 2 little checkpoints. Sometimes this dude spawns here, but normally doesn't. You can just run right around those bear traps. It's important to note this Concertina armor, to ignore him, try and lead him through some of these bear traps if you can. If you can't, that's fine. Just keep on running. Now sometimes you might not be able to outrun that guy. Sorry about that, and that's fine. Just keep on running through here. If he's still chasing you. So this trial, like I said, is one of the easier ones in this entire series. Doesn't require much. It's a great starting point. That's why if you're paying attention to the uploads, this one is going to be the very first one. It's not very hard at all. It's a great place to get started. If you have never done trials before, I definitely recommend starting with this one. Don't start with the one at Goddard Docks. That one is a nightmare. So, yeah, do not start there. Now, it's okay to get hit by grunts that have torches. It's not okay to get hit by the ones that have knives, because it is particularly bleeding damage that will cause you to fail this trial. know, it's good to keep count on your ammo. Clearly I'm not. But that's okay, I do know how to make my shots count. Use the decoys when you can, when you feel like you have the time. Definitely have on your hotkeys. That is, like, really important. And, yeah, that'll be the conclusion of this trial. As you can see, an easy 3-star. Definitely one of the easiest ones out there. I'll be uploading one a day, starting with 4. So, yeah. You can find a link to the playlist in the description below, and leave any questions you have in the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in.